Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you for joining me today. It really does mean a lot that you have. So today's video is going to be a makeup look with this beautiful Revolution Reloaded Passion for Colour. So I want to put it through its test. So I want to do maybe 3 shimmers on this eyelid here and another 3 shimmers on this eyelid here, completely different shades. I'm not going anywhere today. I don't have to go out and take care of my mum, so we can get a bit rad with the eye look. The only thing I don't like about this palette, just right off the bat, I've not tested it out or anything yet. I think I've swatched a few of the eyeshadows when I bought it, and that was ages ago, is that it doesn't have a light cream ivory shade, which I'm obsessed with using first, and it doesn't have like a crease transition shade. It just has these darker ones here, so we will use them, but I want to use some eyeshadows from my Too Faced chocolate bar, which is in Project Pan. It's good, it gives me a chance to use it. So let's go and get the brushes that we need for it and we'll make a start. Right, so I've just zoomed in a bit. So I have put on my excuse me, my base makeup. So I just need to find, yeah, I've got it, this brush here. I've also got some new clean brushes as well, blending brushes, which I didn't think I had. So at least we've got them. I'm just going in with white chocolate all over the lid as usual. Right, and then we're going to go in with salted caramel, and I'm going to be using one of these brushes. These brushes came from eBay a hot second ago, years ago. I don't think they still do them anymore, and I'm sure, I think they do them, but the quality of them is not as good as it was. Like, this one is quite fluffy. And I think Tammy Clark bought some, and she used to like really use these a lot, and she bought some more and the quality wasn't as good. I remember me seeing it on her channel. Yeah, so I'm just putting salted caramel into the crease here. So today, not only do we have loud voices out there, but we have kids. Considering we're meant to be in lockdown, I know they've got to play, guys. I know they've got to play. But I mean, at the end of the day, they don't have to play right outside my window. These flats are too close for comfort. I just keep myself to myself. But them kids, they're certainly not self-isolating. Right, so I've got, this one is a packer brush really, but we're just going to blend it out a little bit with this. Which is not really working, but never mind. It'll do the job. So then we're going to go in with salted caramel again on the other eye. And we'll find the brush again. Yeah, so I've got all my other makeup on. I just wanted to show you how radical I'm being, how adventurous I'm being with this eyeshadow palette. Right, so now let's go in with white chocolate on the brow bone. Then I won't need to use this palette again. And this is something I always do as well. Getting quite the dip now in that white chocolate shade, but it will be I probably won't even hit pan by January of next year. So I mean, I've never actually used an eyeshadow palette like this that's not got a lot of damage done to it. I should have used one. I should have just carried on using my Tartelette Tease palette. Is it Tartelette Tease? I can't even remember the name of it. Yeah, Tartelette Tease palette, because I've already used one of the eyeshadows up there, I think. Well, I know that I have. Yeah, it would have been easier to use this one up, wouldn't it? But oh no, I have to go for the big guns. But yeah, that's that, so we won't need that anymore. Let's put that back. Right, so on the right eye, I was thinking to go in with this light green here, like in the inner corner, then to use this orange tone shade here, because I really want to use that, maybe in the middle, and then use this dark green on the outer corner. Now I don't know what it's going to turn out like. It could just be a mess. I mean, that's not as pigmented as I would like. First of all, let's go in with one of the darker mattes. This one. Oh, that's the wrong brush. They haven't got a lot of fallout, which is good. Right, that's mascara dropped. Just putting it in the crease here to deepen that other shade out. It's really not making that much of a difference, is it? I think we'll go in with a deeper orange shade as well. Yeah, it's really not making that much of a difference. I mean, it's darkened it, but I wouldn't say it's made a huge difference. This might make a good fluffy blending brush. Yeah, it's better than the other one I was using. Oh my gosh. These people don't even live around here. They just come with a black shopping bags full of booze, have barbecues outside, and then go home about 1 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes a little bit later than that. Just teenagers, really. Right, let's get back into this makeup here. So that one is going to be the first shade we're going to experiment with. The only problem is, when you want to put down the eyeshadow in a concentrated area and you use your finger, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to be using this BH Cosmetics 103 brush. It's kind of slanted. It's fairly pigmented, but not pigmented enough for me. So just gonna get my setting spray. I mean, I said this the other day, but the police do patrol in this area where I live. They never patrol up here, I don't think. I think it's just along the main bit of road that there is here. So they can basically do what they want there. Oh yeah, that's better. Right, so let's take it to about there. I'm going to do the other eye before we start messing with... Oh, no! Because I'm not doing both eyes the same. Right, so forget that. Right, so I'm going to put this through the colour switch. Right, so now we're going to go in with this nice orange tone shade. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try it without wetting it, and then we'll probably wet it. Oh, that is beautiful, guys. Look at that. That's super pretty. Right, to about there. Let's wet the brush. I mean, you're probably going to be able to hear the music in this video, which I do apologise for. Such crappy music as well. Oh, that's super nice, isn't it? Right, so then I'm going to go in with the other side of the brush and use this green shade, and I'm going to do the same there. It might, I mean, you don't really need to wet your brush, but it looks a lot nicer if you do. It looks more foiled and pigmented. So that's the green. Right, I need to go in with that orange shade a little bit more. Oh yeah, I really like it. But I wouldn't go out the door like this with like 3 different eyeshadows all over the lid. I don't think I would anyway. But yeah, I really do like that. So now we need to choose which ones I want to wear on my other eye. I'm really thinking about this pink, this hot pink. I don't normally wear eyeshadows like that, and I want to make it relatively different to this. So this is like kind of the more neutral colourful eye, and then here on this side I want it to be the more bolder colourful eye, just so you can see a drastic, not improvement, but you can see a drastic difference between the two. Right, so maybe the pink, the blue, what else, and maybe that green there. Right, yeah, let's start off with the pink first. I need to put, right, so I think this pink's more of a satin. I don't think it's a full-on shimmer. Oh, it's not pigmented either. Yeah, look at that. Not a lover of it, and it's not going to, let's just try it anyway, it's not going to get more pigmented if I wet it, because it's like a matte but a satin. Choose something different. Just trying to establish which one I like. It's a shame about that. I would have really liked to have done the pink there and those shades that I told you about. Maybe try the purple. There is actually more mattes than I thought then. There's the 2 browns here, like the brown and the orange tone shade there. This purple is like a, oh, I've just dug my finger in it, a shadow now. This eyeshadow is like a matte but with satin in it. I think this one's a matte, so let's try this purple. It looks more pigmented. Yeah, that's definitely more pigmented. I don't normally wear purples either. Right, so we'll leave it there. We'll just top it up a little bit more. Right, now see what we're going to go in with. Green. This green here. Gotta admit, I don't really know what I'm doing with this eye. Oh, that's nice. That looks nice, that purple and green together. Maybe gold on the outer edge. There's a nice gold in this palette. I mean, gold's a fairly neutral eyeshadow, but wow, I think I like this eye now better than this eye. What I want you to do, if you don't mind guys, in the comments down below, let me know which eye you like the best, left or right. I'd love to know. Yeah, there's like a plum shade and a blue shade, like there's that shade there, and then that shade, that is what we've just used, and then we've got this blue shade here. I'm being drawn to this one, so I'm going to use that one just on the outer corner. I wish they'd turn that music down. I'm going to speed some of this video up. Sorry about that, the light's just gone, so I'm going to speed some of this video up, so hopefully you won't hear too much of that horrible music. Oh, what am I doing? Trying to look through plastic. Because this Charlotte Tilbury mirror is a little bit dirty. That green needs to have a bit more on it. Isn't it nice, that? Oh yeah, I really like that. And what I'm going to try and do relatively the same on the bottom lash line. Normally I would just go in with a liner. I'm really sorry about this lighting, guys. I don't really like the lighting. In fact, let me go and charge my external light on. And right, so I can't remember where we left off or what I was even saying. So I've charged the light just for a little bit. I had a bit of a conversation with my mum just to check that she was okay. And I think what we were saying is I might try and like put these eyeshadows on in order that I applied them up here, just so it looks a little bit different, a little bit out there, a little bit crazy. Yeah, so today I'm Andrea with the crazy eyes, apparently. So right, let's concentrate on this eye first because we did that one first. Right, so we went in with this shade first. I think I'll do some swatches as well at the end of this video, because I don't know if I'm going to be pulling it out again. I think I'm going to wet the brush for this green eyeshadow, just to make it show up a little bit. Oh yes, and then we'll go in with this. I think we use this green shade. So guys, these palettes, these Reloaded palettes, are just £5. They used to be £4, and I've had a bit of a rant about this in the past. Yeah, they used to be £4. But they've gone up now. So I'm just going to kind of connect this green shade to this outer wing. I mean, it needs a little bit more on the end. So that's pretty, isn't it? Right, so what we're going to do for inner corner highlight, I'll use the same brush but I've dried it off. This one here, this one is the palest shade in the palette. It's a nice pink, which I think would make a really good inner corner highlight. And I'm right, it does. Just going to go over with that again. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to do this more often, I think. Definitely with that Lick and Lash Beauty palette I featured in my spring eyeshadow palette tag. Right, so then we're going to go on to this eye. So we used the purple first, so let's go in with that. Oh, it's tickling my eye. Why is it doing that? This eye didn't do it. Wow, that's weird. Right, so we've managed to put a bit of the purple on. Which eyeshadow did we go in with next? Oh, it was the green. Was this one down here? Hopefully it won't do that again. Didn't like that sensation at all. Oh, it's doing it again, guys. Is it because I've not wet it? Let's wet it. Still doing it, but it's not as bad. Right, then we went in with a gold. Just in the outer corner. Need that purple a little bit more pigmented here. Right, we'll just leave it like that. I do really like this palette so far. I know I've only used like 8, I think 8 of the eyeshadows. Yeah, 3 shimmers on each lid. No, I've used 9 with this. So let's put that in the inner corner, just so we're even. And then we're going to do some swatches on it. Then guys, I can go and make my tea. Right, let's put some mascara that I dropped on the floor. I'd lost my mascara then. Phew. I would have had to buy a new one. Really like it. Right, so let's put some lipstick on and then we'll tightline with the matte Graph Black. Today I'm just going to be wearing this Wet n Wild one. I know there's a lot of controversy with Wet n Wild, but I really like this lipstick, and it is in my lipstick collection, and obviously I don't want to declutter it. So this one is in Wine Room. I've had it quite a while. Now I've got the other neighbours being complete idiots upstairs. Oh yeah, that looks super pretty. Right, so now we'll get Max Graph Black, and I'm really beginning to like this. I just wish it was in brown, but I really used to love black eyeliner back in the day, so we're just going to be using it up. Oh, it's black underneath there now. These colours are looking so stunning together. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but what do you reckon, guys? Again, that's that eye, and then this is the darker, bolder eye. Let me know your thoughts down below, which ones you preferred. I would really appreciate. So right eye, left eye. Right, so let's go into the swatches of this palette. I'll try and be as quick as I can, because no doubt this video will be a long one. So we've got a matte blue, so we do actually have more matte eyeshadows than I thought. The mattes, that one smells, the mattes, but they've got kind of a sheen to them, so they're not, I wouldn't say they're true mattes. So we're just going to go in with the top row first. Some of them I'll have to swatch twice because they're really not that pigmented, but as you've seen, like with me doing it, you can actually get more pigment out of them by wetting your brush. Oh, that blue's nice, that one. So that one is the eyeshadow that I've used on this eye. Right. Then we've got the orange matte, which looks like that. Oh, that's really nice and smooth. And then we've got the other green here, which I used also, which needs another swatch. I wouldn't, like, going off the swatches, I wouldn't say they're the best eyeshadows in the world, but for £5, what can you really expect? So that's the first row, guys. Let me just wipe them off and we'll go on to the second row. So this is the first one that we're going to be swatching. So that is the one that's in the inner corner. It's the only one, unless you want to put a really bright shade in your inner corner, but that wouldn't really brighten it up. It would just, I don't know, make the look quite bold. That's it there. Then we've got that peach shade, which is on my right eye. Love the shade so much. It's going to get so much use. It's perfect for summer. That's just one swatch of it. Then we've got that bright pink that I wanted to use, but it really doesn't have a lot of pigmentation. So I wouldn't say it's a complete matte, but it isn't a shimmery that it's got a nice sheen on it, but I'll probably stay away from that one because it's not pigmented. Or I might try and do it like all over the lid and into the crease on a separate day. We'll see, but for now, yeah, I'm not really interested in it. Then we've got this shade here. I use that one in the like kind of inner portion of my eye. And then we've got the other matte there, that is a true matte, and I also use that in the crease. So that's all the eyeshadows from the second row, or should I say the middle row. So now let's wipe these off and then we can do the last row, and then I'll briefly talk about my thoughts on the palette. Right, so then we've got this gold. I used that on this eye, on the left eye, just on the outer portion there. It's real pretty. It's like a unique old gold, I would say that. Then we've got this plum shade here. I didn't use that. That's pretty. That is highly pigmented. We use this one just on the inner corner of the left eye, so that's that one there. Not as pigmented as that. These eyeshadows, oh, they smell. Oh, they really smell really bad. Has anyone got these eyeshadows, and do yours smell? Not a lover of the smell, guys, but I do actually like most of the eyeshadows in the palette. Then we've got this green here. I think I used the green, didn't I? Yeah. No, it wasn't that green that I used, but I do actually like it. That one's dark. Oh, that one's super reflective. And then we've got this blue shade here. So that must have been the green that I used on my left eye then. I can't remember, you know, guys. So that's the blue there. Right, so that's the 5 row. That's the 5 eyeshadows from the bottom row. So, like, from what I've used of these eyeshadows, there are only a couple that I don't really like and couldn't see myself using, but I want to try them out again. Like this pink shade here, I want to see if it works like just all over the eyelid as a one and done eyeshadow into the crease, and maybe like these two like as crease and transition shades. So I do want to try that. I do really like these 2 looks that I've created today, so I think I will keep the eyeshadow palette. I don't have any of the eyeshadows in my collection like a lot of these. I think I've got one similar to that in a BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, but it's always good to have them kind of shades, and like the greens I absolutely adore in this palette. That purple I even really like. That's more of a, I would say, a matte with a little bit of a no, it's definitely a matte, that. So there are more mattes in here than I would have thought originally. So we've got 1 there, 2, 3, and we'll say the pink is a matte as well. 4. No, we've got 5 matte eyeshadows, and it's a £15 eyeshadow palette. So then we've got 10 shimmers. So yeah, I would say this is really worth the price. If you like colourful eyeshadows, or if you just want to experiment, I would recommend getting this one rather than one of the more expensive ones from Revolution. When I say more expensive, I think the most expensive eyeshadow palette that you can get is £10. I know they do like the book of eyeshadows. I think they're £20. So if you was a makeup artist, you would probably want to go down that route. But yeah, for practicing on, I think these are really good. They make good presents for teenagers and young adults, people that haven't used a lot of colour as well. So yeah, this one, by the way, is the Revolution Reloaded Passion for Colour. So this one is going to be staying in the collection. So I've done this look with it. And again, let me know your thoughts on it. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching today. It really does mean a lot. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.